Hello, and welcome to the Underhive.
Hello, and thank you for rejoining me here for some more IRL action. We're going to be unboxing a new webcam and also giving that a little test. Hopefully, it is an improvement over the one that's being used there right now, which is inbuilt, so no real control over the quality of that, I'm afraid. But as you can see, the main reason I've not been sort of a larger size is because the quality really isn't there. Granted, it does allow the green screen to be picked up, which is a bonus, but it's not ideal. So as you can see from the image there, I got myself an AVerMedia PW513 live streamer cam, apparently. So yeah, key features really being not that I'm going to make that much use of it, but being 4K and a 94-degree field of view. So I've taken the plastic off this, but I haven't opened it as of yet. So let's have a little look what is in here. Nicely presented straight away out of the box there. Very nice. Let's have a look what else we've got. Presumably we'll get a cable at the very least. Let's get that out there. We do get a cable. Not the longest cable in the world, but it is a Type 3 USB, so you can get a longer one. And then just a manual. So yeah, we can. It also screws onto the sort of typical tripod type situation as well, by the looks. But yeah, essentially you want to plug it in and away, really. So yeah, tripod not included. Yeah, obviously not in the box. But yeah, it doesn't seem like it's particularly difficult to get going. So yeah, it was just really to have a bit of footage on the actual webcam itself first. So let's just get that out of here. So I mean, as you can see, in terms of palm size, it's almost the entire palm and fingers. USB port at the back there, and then of course your typical sort of rest to sit on the back of the screen. Now this one as well does pivot, so you can actually do a full 360 with it, which is pretty nice actually. And it also has a sort of pivot to it as well, and also forwards and backwards, which is really nice. So it's on essentially sort of on a ball there in the middle, so that's pretty good. And then got privacy shutter on there as well, which is a nice feature. Not sure I'll particularly need that, but it's a nice enough feature. Well, it certainly looks good. We haven't tested it yet, of course, but it looks good. I'm going to need to pop that in and apply my various filters, just so we don't see the edges of the green screen. But otherwise, I'm quite looking forward to this. So I'll see you in a few moments, and we'll check out the quality. And welcome back. So yeah, I will say I've not fully gone to the lengths of checking out the 4K and things like that. I wanted this webcam for the 1080p 60 FPS, but if you want 4K information, I can certainly do that a little bit later down the line. First thing I just want to point out, because it's probably more obvious with the better quality webcam, got a bit of a wound to the nasal region there. Varo did nip me. I'm not going to get into dog training and bits and bobs like that, but it's part of having a pupper, and completely my fault. I put my face near him when he was excited, and he took his pound of flesh from my nose. But that'll be fine in the next couple of days. But I just wanted to sort of mention that, because I'd notice it if I was watching the video. But in terms of the video itself, yeah, quality I'm really happy with. I've had to put a circular crop on the image, because the depth of field is so wide that my green screen doesn't cover the extremities. So I'm going to cut away to the full depth of field of it in just a moment, but as it goes, this is probably how I'll use it for the time being. Really easy to do a pan crop on the likes of Streamlabs. Streamlabs recognizes the camera already, so really straightforward to just get going with it. And in my opinion, a great price, considering all the price gouging going on for old other branded webcams, like well-known webcams that you may have seen over the last 10 or 5 years for some of the models. They're being charged ridiculously over the odds what you'd have paid for them 12 months ago. So to get this quality of webcam at the price it is, I'm happy with it. And I will say I got it from Amazon. The provider, the manufacturer themselves, AVerMedia, I wasn't able to pre-order because I don't live in America, and I couldn't get one from any of the sites they direct you to, aside from Amazon. Just decided, I'll have a look, because I've had my eye on this cam for probably about 4 weeks now, and yeah, luckily I was able to pick one up for next day, so that's brilliant. So I'm going to cut away now to the full depth of field so you can get an idea, and we'll take a look at that. Oh, sorry, field of view, not depth of field. So as you can see, without the crop mask on, it even picks up this wall over here, which is just under arm's length away. So I'm gonna have to get a new green screen, much larger. Probably not one on a frame. Just get like just a standard green screen, because that suits me. Because I've actually got the desk right in the middle of the room. Well, not right in the middle, but in the middle of the room, and obviously a bit of wall behind me here. I like to use the green screen, but if your room's more decorated, you got all your memorabilia and things on the walls, then fair play to you. You're going to be able to get loads of that in there, and I'm sure with that sort of stuff it'd look great. But as you can see from that wall here, this is just a bare wall. We didn't move in that long ago, so this room is largely bare, just for my desk and recording stuff. So horses for courses, you might get better use out of the the field of view than I do, but otherwise it's still fantastic, phenomenal webcam, I would say. And in the long term, when I've sort of decorated up this behind me, then I do intend to use the full depth of field there. Field of view. Get that wrong every time now. Field of view. Well, it's been a real quick look. I will test out the 4K and just to make sure whether it is 30 or 60 FPS, but I believe it's 30 if you do that, which is, so I wanted the 1080 60 FPS purely for that reason, for the 60. But, if you're doing things that warrant 4K, then makes perfect sense. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time in the Underhive.